Hello, it's a Yorkshireman, now living in Wales. This is part 3 of my question, what are they going to do with us all? The question, don't forget, is when we've done everything, what then? Because I can't work it out at the moment. So, next couple of topics I'm going to cover is, as we are aware, is that vast amounts of our money is given to charities. And one of our popular charities in Wales, we always like to go on about, me especially, is Sustrans. So, overall, the charities receive about up to £500 million per year. It can go up or down by a little bit, but not much. Now, in my investigations, I have real trouble in trying to find out what some of these charities are doing with it. Because the Welsh Government are using different terminology now. However, what I can tell you is that when it comes to things like active travel charities and net zero charities, none of us, including me or anybody else, have been asked about it. But literally what that is doing is that is taking money away from essential services. The essential services being things like the NHS, the dentist, good quality education, good quality independent education, nice roads to drive upon, good services when we stop, efficient train services, efficient bus services. None of that exists, and there are many, many more essential services. Yet for some reason, the Welsh Government, without our agreement, seems to think that charities should get loads of money. Now, for me, a charity is now a business. Given the fact that I've looked into quite a few charities, they are a business. That money flows out from us, not the government, governments don't produce anything, flows out from us, goes into the private sector, stroke charity, or third sector, and never comes back in. Remember, the classic, we're going to give you £250,000 for a project to Sustrans. Sustrans pay their own staff £187,000. That's not value for money. Now there's a knock-on effect to that, which I will sort of discuss in my next sort of video. The other thing, sort of in a way connected to this push for what I'm going to call active travel, is 15-20 minute cities. Now, I've done a video on them, and to me I can't work out how they're going to make it work, but they still keep going on about it. Now, for a 20-minute city to work, that is basically walking from one side to the other in 20 minutes. That means that you're not going to have any cars. So for those of you who've bought an EV car thinking you're safe, you're not. A car's a car. That's how they look at it. All cars create some sort of pollution. That's a given. I've looked into it. Now, if you can't have a car, what are you going to have? Now, if you want to do sports or activities in your 20-minute cities, you might only get allocated 1 pass or 2 pass or 100 permits, I think, as it's sort of been muted in Oxford. So if you want to go once a week, how's that going to work out for you? And if your kids want to do football, or they have to go to school, or you have to go to the hospital, PS you'll be paying yourself, dentist, PS you'll be paying yourself, and that's not within your 15-20 minute city radius, you're going to have to get a pass out, or you want to visit friends, or you want to go out for the evening, you want to see a film, you want to do something else. Literally, that's what it's going to do. You're going to use your permits up so fast, it's going to be unbelievable. Also, if you don't have a car, how are you going to get there? So your transportation costs, your personal transportation costs are going to rocket. So how is it going to work for you? Because once they give you a permit, that means they're monitoring you. Because otherwise, how are they going to keep account? Now, and again, you're going to think, well, no point in getting a car. And that is where it all starts to come together for me. 20 mile an hour is now being forced upon everybody within the UK. Driving at 20 miles an hour is in essence pointless. So what about those who are the ones who've imposed it on us, who live in a 20-minute city? Will they have a car? Well, of course they will, because they're special. They're the elite. They are the socially mobile elite. They know better than us. They need to tell us exactly what to do. because we are too thick. We can't understand anything. That's where we're at with it at this moment. Now, if you've got kids, you're going to say to your kids, right, you can't go outside there. They're going to say, well, I want to go walk up that big hill. I want to go see my mates in the next 20 minutes. I mean, at this rate, it sounds like Hunger Games, doesn't it? Well, that's what it is. Oh, can I get a pass out? So your kids are just going to end up being bored and have no different life experiences, which I've had, which other people's kids have had, which they've had, and that gives you a better insight into life. So, once they've done that, literally, what they're going to do is all. Right, thank you for watching. That was part 3. So, I'll sign off now, tick subscribe. Next one will be, according to my maths, part 4. Have a good day.